You know what the biggest problem I see around me is that people set very low, small goals for themselves. It's because they're afraid of disappointment. They don't know how they're going to do it. So, what I encourage people around me is to set big goals for themselves. Why would you set a realistic goal? A realistic goal is a boring goal because I see it in people around me. They tell me I want to achieve this, but my motivation is low. And I tell them, well, how you feel when you achieve this? They're like, I'll be okay. I'm like, yeah, but what if you achieve double your target? And then you can see people's faces light up, then they're gonna be very excited. I'm like, that's your target. The problem that you had is you had a very low expectation of yourself. You were thinking small. Why would you set a realistic goal? Set something higher than that. Set something that really inspires you and motivates you and lights the fire within you. So what I tell people to do is that, what would you do if you couldn't fail? If there were no limits, and then set that as your target. Now, your job here is not to figure out how you're going to do it. Your job is to figure out why you want to do this, how it's going to change your life, how it's going to impact the people around you, how you're going to feel about it, what people are going to say about you, and how it's going to affect the community, your family, all of that stuff. You figure out why you're going to do it, and you put a very strong enough reason. When the reason is so powerful, when the why is so powerful, you will figure out the how. That's why it's a very important habit in my life that I do every day religiously. I wake up, I write my goals, and then I write why I'm going to achieve all my targets, because it keeps me focused. It keeps me focused on why I'm going to do things, what is the motivation behind it, and whatever comes up my way, any obstacles, I know they can't stop me, because the reason is so much bigger than how I'm going to do it. It's so much bigger than the uncertainty of how I'm going to do it. Set big targets for yourself and find out why it's important to you, and you'll figure out the how.